He couldn't say it, and he forgot the apostrophe and couldn't. Gadget signed. He used the word sign instead of sign. People, spell it right. He said, you gotta be kidding me. This is how we spell probably. P-R-O-B-A-B-I-L-I. That's not how you spell it. Let's continue. Want me to say that I love you too, and I would like to spend at least a considerable amount of time being with you, right? Chip gurgled something akin to yes. I'm not even gonna bother. Gadget signed. I'm sorry, Chip, you're a great guy, but I doubt it will work. She said, driving a screw into her invention. Well, that was blunt. Chip gurgled again. Gurgle? This time something like, why? Ampersand quote? What? What? They have the HTML version of quote. Let's continue. We're not even halfway done with the stupid story yet. Let's continue. Gadget put screwdriver down. Don't you mean put that screwdriver down? Why are you missing words? This is ridiculous. Let's continue. In turn to Chip. Chip, I think you'll be stippling me. Apart from the fact that my invention is crucial to me, and I need a lot of my own time to do it, I like freedom in my relationships. Chip motioned no as she mentioned inventions, and stared wide-eyed as she mentioned relationships. What? How? He burbled. Gadget sighed. Chip, let me ask you a question. Suppose I agreed to be your girlfriend, and then you saw me with some other guy. What would have you done? What would have you done? Don't you know what would you have done? Let's continue. Chip clearly wasn't going to answer that. Gadget continued. You'll get jealous and do something stupid, and I'm not saying this just in theory. I am engaged currently in several relationships. Talk about being a slut. Chip's eyes bulged out. Oh, he squeaked. Oh, some of your common friends, Gadget replied with a warm smile. Chip didn't like it one bit. She was smiling about that. Chip squeaked again. Tell me, who? I want to know. He expected several names and racked his brain for more viable candidates. Much to his chagrin, he remembered at least a dozen hunky and cool guys. Just then Gadget shrugged and asked, boys first or girls first? Chip toppled from the chair and stared dumbly on Gadget. He stared dumbly at Gadget, unable to process what she said. Girls? He added. Gadget cocked her eyebrow and said, Chip, what's wrong? Chip couldn't speak. Instead, he made some kind of movement with his paw. Gadget, with her mind bashingly high IQ, understood. Chip, I'm bisexual, he said matter-of-factly. Oh, I guess Chip turned into a guy. It's supposed to be she, you idiot. She! Let's continue. I like both girls and boys. That sounds so wrong on so many levels. Chip leaned in on the stool we was previously sitting upon. We? I'm sitting on my chair. I'm not sitting with them. Don't you mean she or he? For some support, his mind was slowly processing this new information. Within a few minutes, he resettled his thoughts enough to say, girls first. He wanted to get over most shocking news. Don't you mean that? Most shocking news as fast as possible. Well, I'll say Foxglove and Tammy right now. Not that I haven't dated other girls, but those two I met quite often, she explained. Now guys, managed Chip. Well, I was dating Sparky, but recently it sort of diminished. He got promotion. Don't you mean got a promotion and moved it on the other side of town. We still see each other at weekends, though. Don't you mean on the weekends? And of course, there's always Dale. I'm not shocked by that one. Gadget said it was like the most obvious thing in the world. Foxglove and Dale are seeing each other, said Chip, eyes bulging. And they're both seeing me. As French would say, we menage on choice. I don't think I pronounced it right, but at this point I don't care. Gadget replied. Chip breathed hard and fast, and he thought Gadget had no interest in dating. Damn it! Double damped! Triple damped! Chip was about to delve in double-digit numbers of damage when a crazy but daring thought blasted through his brain. But he had to be careful. Oh boy. Gadget? Just two in this house. Just two in this house. You won't date. You don't date. What? Just two in this house you don't date? Whatever, he asked somewhat flatly. Right now or generally? She asked. Generally, Chip said, Chip pulling himself back on the stool. Zipper, and you know what I would say? Gadget replied. Huh? You dated Monty? Asked Chip. Well, that was that Zanzibar incident he says about sometimes. Dad found out I was dating him and quarreled with him. Gadget said. I can't believe this. This is how they spell save. S-A-Y-E-D. That's not how you spell it! Let's continue. Somewhat irritable. Oh, was all Chip can manage. Well, I prefer to be friends with him right now because he's monogamous, and as far as I know, is seeing someone already. Gadget added. We have too much difference in the years anyway. He could well as be my dad with his age. If he's the age of your dad, then why are you dating him all the way back then? Gross! Chip nodded as his plan took form. Gadget, I understand that you don't want to date me exclusively, but maybe you can fit me around those other relationships. He said in as calm tone as he could manage. Don't you mean tone? I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know, it's one huge word. You have got to be kidding me. Are you really this bad of a writer? Let's continue. I don't know, Chip. I suppose I could, but I'm not sure if you wouldn't mind the others. He proceeded to muse. Why wouldn't I? He asked bubbly. Oh, Chip. You. Okay, this is how they spell you. They spell it right, but they have the O capitalized, so it's like you. Let's continue. You always seem to give out those vibes. No offense, but you are trying to act like a Victorian-age gentleman. It's nice, but I'm not a Victorian girl. She answered. Chip crossed his fingers behind his back and said, well, you see, I always thought girls like that, so I put on an act. Really, I don't mind you dating others. Gadget blinked and said, you too? Chip didn't understood. Don't you understand what was that about, but nodded. Gadget sighed. It's sighed, you idiot, sighed. I wish we could be accepted for what we are. Chip again didn't to whatever. Wait, Chip again didn't understood, but don't you understand but nodded. Gadget smiled. It's nice to hear you're not a prune, though. She drove one more bolt in her contraption and said, give me a second to finish this and we can go to whatever you plan, but I sure hope it's for fun and not something out of a romantic book. Chip mentally made a series of notes. 1. Ask Dale about persuade him everything's okay. 2. Ask Tammy about be careful. 3. Ask Foxglove. 4. Dig up all information on pimping, polygamy, and being a gigolo. 5. Evaluate the possibility of having several girlfriends. That done, he sighed inwardly and thought, this goes against every moral I have, but I think Gadget's worth that. Now, I'll have to be extra careful. Maybe, with time, I'll be able to get Gadget all to myself. Right now, it's good as I can share with her even. Just then, his eyes gone wide. Stop! Bisexual! Either I'm missing something, either she means she's... Gadget slapped his paw across his face. Oh, come on, Chip, maybe we can meet Dale and Foxglove on a double date with them, said Gadget. Oh my lord, what have I got myself into? Thought Chip, desperately. It looks like I'm still in chipmunk mode, so... That was awful. 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 I mean, how this... The idea itself wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of funny, but how the layout was executed is bad. I mean, look at this. This is pathetic. This is bad. I mean, you're missing words. You're misspelling simple words. I mean, this is awful. It was stupid. It was just stupid. And actually, you want to know something? It wasn't really that good of a story thinking about, because the characters were out of character. Not really Chip, but Gadget was certainly out of character. I never pictured her being someone who was, excuse me for saying this, but a slut. That's what she is. She's a slut. She has multiple partners. I mean, she's probably the one who has, if AIDS existed in Chip and Dale world, she'll be the one distributing it to everyone. It's ridiculous. The story was bad. 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 Need I say more? No, 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 I will not say more. I'm the FanFic Critic. I read it, you listen.